easy. Didn't even break a sweat.
Huh?
Cocky cunt. They're real people, believe it or not.
They're real, and they may be impressive to some, but they're not impressive to me. Huh?
I like what you did there, impressive. Done a pressive movement.
Impressive pressing. Oh, is that
Yeah.
a Billy Joe Fraser joke?
Pun.
Hey!
Boom.
Me and Billy are still hanging from Saturday.
Yep.
So pressing isn't going to be at its best. It isn't going to be at its finest today. But having said that, it's a good example really. Sometimes we've got to train smart. And sometimes we've got to take our time and drop our fucking ego. That may be a heavyweight to a lot of people. It is a heavyweight. But it's nowhere near my maximum. So what I'm saying is we don't always have to push to our absolute maximum weight each and every session. That isn't a clever way of training, nor can your body take that. It's impossible. You have to train. You have to train smart. So what I will now do is probably do another 3 sets on that. I might even do a set where I'm going to do maybe 15 reps. Quite comfortable on that. On the last one, might even chuck in a drop set, and then do the same weight and amount of sets and around about the amount of reps next Monday, and then the week after that, then increase the weight if I feel better.
If you feel strong.
But listen, I'm on the gear at the moment. I haven't been consistent with my jabs. I should be on around about 2.5 mil to 3 mil of Cypronate a week and around 2 mil of Deca a week, and taking Devol now every day, stacking it with Mental X, which I've just run out of, even I've run out of it,
Yep.
and the Pure Alphas. But I haven't been consistent. The only thing I have been consistent with is the Pure Alphas, but the Devol, I keep leaving early and leaving the tub at home, unless I take the tub with me in the car. I forget to take it throughout the day.
Yep.
And the jabs, I just hate jabbing. So to give you an idea of how non-consistent I've been with my gear, sometimes 1 week I might have my jabs of SIP and then I'll miss my jabs of Deca for 2 weeks, so it might be the other way around. So it's been very hit and miss. But depending on how consistent I am this week with the gear and with my training as well, will depend on how soon I start increasing the weight. I hope that's been informative.
What about your food?
Food, I eat when I can, and I eat when I want.
Really, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But
unless I have a real bad day, you know as well as many, I don't eat at all.
don't. But a little insight on Aaron, and I can tell you because I'm an insider. You naturally, because of bodybuilding, I think, eat every 2 to 3 hours. Naturally. It won't be a lot. You might have a little bit. It might be a chocolate bar, but your body's, your metabolism is keeping.
Yeah, here's, actually, you mentioned chocolate bar. Here's a good tip for you, and this is something I learned off Lee. And when Lee first told me, I thought he was winding me up, but he was with Samir Banut at the time. The best way to release an insulin spike in your body is within an hour after training. But to do that, eating something as simple as a chocolate bar with a protein shake, you will grow. Your muscles will grow. That is a fact.
But you can't keep having it every dessert in England saying insulin spike. It just
like me.
You
Every time I have a cake, what are you doing?
Ben and Jerry's ice cream insulin spike. It don't count.
Unless you got a physique like Billy, just stay away from the insulin spikes. Stay away from things like that. Just stay away from it. What I'm saying is there are natural ways of creating an insulin spike. People are injecting all sorts of weird and random fucking shit, and that is not the quickest way, nor is it the best way to make gains. I am not saying for 1 second I'm not natural. I'm not natural because, listen, that was the path that I decided to go down. Now I maintain, and of course I want to carry on with how I used to train and how I want a mediocre look. But don't feel that injecting all of these different types of drugs is going to get you to the end game faster. What you've got to remember is any drug, any supplement for that matter, is performance enhancing, which means you have to be at a certain level of performance in order to enhance.
Yes.
Okay, for instance, if there was something that helped you run that little bit faster, taking it when you first start off trying to be a runner isn't going to make you faster than Usain Bolt.
No.
You understand what I mean? You have to be at least at a certain performance in order for it to enhance.
Yep.
And that is where people really get that misconception of drugs, or even supplements rather. Supplements I would also class at that level when you're talking about pro-hormones, but things like protein, that is like a supplementation, you know, that you're feeding your fucking body with nutrients. Yep. You're repairing and recovering. With mental X's, pure alphas, pure alpha pluses, they are also performance enhancing. So there are some supplements that I will put in the sort of same category. You want to set?
Yeah.
You're set.
That's it.
That's it. I've trained, baby.